Guys, if you can interpret this dream for me, I would really appreciate. Maybe I know what it means, but I just need a confirmation. So I had a dream in the morning. Um, we were here on Earth, and it was it was a messed up time. I think there was some beasts roaming around, blah blah blah. Then at some point, it so happened that an event like the Rapture happened, and I was there crying that, oh, don't leave me behind, blah blah blah. I really cried to the Lord that He should not leave me behind. And within a fraction of a second or whatever, I was in the company of other people, fully dressed in white robes, and we are somewhere like a stadium, a very big stadium. But I was on the top side of the stadium. I think I could see people full. It's just a multitude. You couldn't even see the end of that stadium. And now we were crying. I remember crying literally for Him not to leave me or not to be left behind. Then when I found myself on the other side, now I started crying again because it's so exciting to be there. It's an experience I could not tell you. It's so bright. I could see angels, all of them were dressed in white robes as well. They were the ones hugging people and blah blah. Then I don't know what occurred to me. I decided to play smart. I found a loophole, or maybe I found a gate out of heaven, because I really believe that was heaven. Then I came back to earth. Oh, bro, I'm telling you, it's a very bad experience, because when you come back to earth, it's like, it's like you've gone to some upcountry place. It's not the same. You cannot. Nowadays, you call it vibe. You cannot compare the vibe, in heaven and even the color. It's just different. And when I came back to earth, there were very few people. And the serpents that were earlier on, the monsters that were earlier on attacking people, they really tried to eat me when I came back. And immediately I was regretting why I left heaven. So now I started fighting with them. I could fight with them. We fought, Bana. Literally, I was, I will explain to you why I felt it was like a literal thing. Because we fought, they realized they're not eating me, then they don't have a chance to eat me, then other people are there, then they started eating the other guys. So me, I escaped. I think I was in a town like Nakuru, either Kisumu or Nakuru. I don't know which one, but it had a lake on it. And it's been a while since I went to those two cities, let me tell you for free. So when the guys, when those monsters started, like snakes and big monsters, they started eating people there. So me, I went out and I tried to escape them. When I was going out towards the streets, because it was like a skyscraper, when I went out, I found a boda who had just come with a boda. I think like a BM 150 or a Boxer 150, whatever. So I took the bike. Me, I have a super bike, so I ride super bike like crazy. The speed I've done at most is 270. So I was trying to make this thing go until at 120. Even if it is 120, because now I know it can go up to 100 something. I tried pulling it; it's going to 30 kilometers per hour. It was like I'm feeling like I'm not moving, but I was going towards the left of the city. But when I was out of the city a little bit, I was holding a camera. I found myself holding a camera, the 360 camera. But this 360 camera was not showing my face. It was only showing the other guys. But on my way there, I saw a car with a face and shape of the new Alphard, or maybe the new Voxy, that shape. But it was bigger. It was more larger than the normal Alphard. It's like more like a bus, but with that shape of an Alphard, a latest Alphard. And inside there was some few people, and it was a procession to go bury people. But I could hear behind being told that so many people have died, that there are so many people who are dead that we can't bury all of them. But then inside that car, I saw a lady, some few people, but actually two specific ladies stood out. One of them was dressed in this Western kind of kitenge, the mshamba kind of thing. I was like, then she looks like a church person. Why was he left behind? Why was she left behind? And I heard something telling me that she was a church woman, lady, but she has a very, to put it in my own language, rohombaya. She was very ill-hearted. Then I could hear people complaining to the other lady who is rich, who seemed rich, of course, and she was wearing this, this dark. She was a bit amakula. She was, she was a bit heavy. Then she has this kofia, a hat, or the ones that they go with matanga. Those ones that they use in burials. The ones that it is a dark one with like a queen kind of a hat. Whoa. Then they were telling her, oh, why did you wait for him to die, for you to help him? You could have helped him before he died. So I don't know. I don't remember her defense, but she had something to say. But immediately I could also tell that the procession was going there, but there are no people on the street. Then there was that roundabout I was telling you. Then we passed the roundabout. When we passed the roundabout, we were heading now back towards the city. But when you're heading back to the city, you can't see the city. You can see the lake, because there's a kind of a hill, an upward procession. Then you go down to the city, but you could not see the city. You could not see the lake. Then these guys were now interested to see who is this guy recording us. Because I'm telling you, I could not see my face. Personally, I didn't see my face on that dream or vision or whatever. But now we started fighting because they want to see me, and I really don't want to turn the camera. Though it's a 360, but it's watching that one direction. Oh, it was scary. So we fought. When we started fighting, then I woke up. Fasting, my brother, my sister, I had to pray fast. And I told God, and I say this now without fear or whatever, that if at some point I find myself in heaven, I really don't want to come back to earth. You don't want. I'm telling you, it's a whole different vibe. It was so joyous, but how I thought this thing was real because I woke up crying. I found myself with tears, literally tears. I was like rubbing myself. I was like, "Oh, what was that?" So I don't know if you've experienced this. Maybe it's some sort of a message for the rapture. I don't know. Yet later on, I was watching some TikTok. I found the book of Revelation. Someone has done it via AI. Of course, AI is crappy. AI right now is doing a really crappy job. I don't like the AI right now. It's not making things realistic. You can see the flaws. You can see it's doing things literally instead of. Okay, it can't imagine. It can't think like a human being. But I would expect AI to do better. But it's still crappy. I found the story of the Bible, the Revelation thing on AI, and it was actually at that time of rapture again. I don't know if this is a message that rapture is going to happen soon, or I don't know. You guys, what do you think? Abu, tell me, please.